We are amending the garden beds today. So it's a little bit of a chilly day, but perfect for getting chores done. I'd rather get chores done on a cold day in the winter versus a very hot day in the summer. So we grabbed all of our compost that we needed, got some mulch. So now we're gonna give some loving care to our garden beds to get them ready for the spring. One thing we will be fighting today is it is super duper muddy back here from a bunch of rain that we got the other day. So pulling out the rain boots. So today we're amending these 3 beds because that one is all fresh compost and this one we already planted garlic in. So we're gonna come through and put down about 2.5 bags of compost in each first, and then we will top it off with our mulch that we grabbed. Okay, we've got all the beds loaded up with their fresh compost and then like 5 to 6 inches of mulch. We use so much mulch because it's much better to use as much mulch as you can. Obviously, maybe not like a foot of mulch, but 6 inches and lower. I would definitely do more than like 1 or 2 inches. It's going to help really keep your compost covered, the nutrients in, retain moisture and keep extra moisture out, and it's really going to help prevent weeds. You'll still get weeds every now and then, but they're going to be like where you can just easily pull them up out of the ground. So right now Nick is just finishing pulling out the rest of the mulch that we have that's extra. We get our mulch for free from the local city place that takes all of their tree trimmings to trim up, and they just bring a bulldozer and dump an entire bed of mulch into your truck for free. So it's amazing. It saves us so much money, but we always have so much extra. But this year we added 2 extra garden beds, so that extra was well needed, and we almost actually used an entire truck bed this time around. So doing this to your garden beds is really going to help get it ready for your spring planting, give back all the nutrients that was taken from it over last summer, or give extra nutrients to it if it is a new garden, to really just help make your plants that you plant come spring grow well and have plenty of food to feed themselves and just sustain and grow really well. You noticed in the videos I've been showing of the garden beds, we did go ahead and take our cattle pedals down that arched over the rows right behind me to get ready for probably next weekend or the weekend after that. We will go pick up the extra cattle panels we need to do 3 more archways and then 3 long rows of cattle panels behind our beds for our tomatoes. So I will be showing that in a different video of us doing that whole process because we're tired and we're not going to do that today. And also the place where we get our cattle panels is closed on Sundays. So, but I cannot tell you guys how amending the beds, putting fresh mulch down, and they look so clean and pretty, is getting me so excited to be planting soon, at least starting my seed soons and planting them and getting still cool weather crop seeds direct sown down into the ground. I am just beyond thrilled that we're almost at that time again. When you do a fall garden, it feels like you barely have a little break between your fall and spring, which makes it really nice. And I am just thrilled. I've been sitting down, looking through my seeds, planning out the garden, and getting a rough draft going, which doing this today, I've already made changes in my mind to what that will look like. So I hope seeing me and bringing you along doing this kind of helps remind you, if you are planning to amend your garden, to go ahead and do it at least sometime in January. Is a really good time just to give it time to settle, get rained on a few times before planting in it in the spring. And if not, I hope this gives you encouragement to start your own first garden if you haven't yet this year. Any way that you can, in a bucket, in a much smaller garden space than this. I started off pallet board gardening, and I grew a lot in just that tiny little space. So really, anything that you can do is better than nothing if you're wanting to get started on this, and I hope to see y'all getting started on your gardens soon. Thank you for hanging out with me today, guys.